I'm still, yeah.
And we're live. Welcome, welcome everybody to the Mumfreedompreneur Hangout, our last one of 2014. And I'm Valerie Jampolsky, and here today we have Sarita Cleese and we have Gabrielle Morrison. We are all here, and we are doing today a continuation of what we did last week, which was setting intentions for 2015. And got lots more to share in that regard on that. And for those of you that missed last week, we'll summarize some of what it was that we talked about. But you're in for a treat today. We've got lots of wonderful stuff. So go get a pen and paper. Oh, you know what? Does somebody have another page open in the background?
All right. Let me have a
You
look.
might want to pause it. And I'm Valerie Jampolsky. Make sure. Today we got so far we have. Oh, that might have been on my end. There we go. All right, got it paused. A little tech issue there. If you're ever doing a Hangout, you get another page going. That's what causes that. So I would love, since Sarita, you were not able to be on last week, to if we want, we can start with you. If you want me to Gabrielle to come in with our stuff and then come in and close this out at the end, what would you like to do?
Yeah, maybe Gabrielle. Gabrielle
Okay.
can go first if you want. Yeah.
So, Gabrielle, do you have stuff that you wanted to add or even reiterate? Some of the summary of what we talked about last week for yourself, and some points on all.
Yeah, I was kind of like, main thing is like I was focus on what you want and get really clear. Just for anyone who doesn't know me or your first time watching, I'm Gabrielle Morrison. I'm a mum of two little ones, and I'm from England, but I moved here to Australia 6 years ago now. And I moved because I had a dream, really, and I throughout my life I follow my dreams, always follow my goals and what I want to do. We're just here this once in this kind of once kind of, depending what you believe, but we're here in this experience, so I always try to do as much as I can and just do everything I want. So for next year, we've been talking about our goals and how to sort of get clear. That's what we kind of touched on last week, and I wanted to kind of go through exactly what I'm doing, and a lot of stuff we learn through the training in this awesome business that we're in. So it's like getting clear, and we do like a 90-day goal plan basically. And what I've actually started to do now is record my goal, and I listen to my goal. I try and do it twice a day, but I found, like they say, to read your goal every day. But I thought this is great because then when I'm in the car, even with the kids, I just, if we're driving somewhere, I just put it on and we all listen to my goal. They're probably sick of it, but I hear them repeating it as well, so it's quite cool. So it's constantly around. So doing that at the moment is going to be great because it's the beginning of the year. Record down the things that you want and repeat them to yourself regularly so you know what you want. Surrounding yourself by successful people actually really helps you. You might not have tried that before, or you might not know people that are trying to do things that you want to do, but reach out, and there's lots of Facebook groups. So if you're heading towards something that you don't know anyone's doing it, find some people that are doing similar things to you, because they'll lift you up and they'll keep you going. I find the connections that I've made through this business is those kind of groups are what keep me going, because we're all doing very similar things and we know what it feels like to be doing something a bit out of the ordinary. So keeping with people that believe also in your goal. It's difficult if you're surrounded by people that don't really know what you're trying to do. That makes things hard because then you're completely on your own. Don't let money be your barrier. It's really, we come into this business actually, and it's a big step. It's a big thing for a lot of people. Not have like thousands of pounds, thousands of dollars. I haven't said pounds for ages. lying around. So you're not the only one. Like we didn't sort of come into this rich, otherwise we wouldn't have been doing it in the first place. But we find a way. We find a way to do something because we have something. I think it's like a spark in us that you think, okay, there's something different, and I'm going to do everything I can to reach that because I don't want to carry on how things have been going. So it's really important not to let that be a barrier, and believing in yourself, because a lot of reasons why we don't do things is because we're not believing in ourselves, and you are so powerful, and you really can do anything. So yeah, just don't forget that.
I love that. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I've got a couple more. You are uncanny. Go ahead, Valley. Sorry, I'm just trying to decipher my handwriting.
Saying about reading. I mean, I love that, reading your, recording it and even playing it around our kids. My goodness, that's so wonderful. I mean, to have that awareness and to even raising that within our kids, I just think that's great. And I love, when you talk about community and everything. I mean, right below us there's a button. You want to connect in with, a similar community, the community that we're all a part of. Just anytime, just click that button, and a part of that process is being connected with this community.
Connection's been massive for me. Like, yeah, absolutely. You shared quite a while ago now, Oath of Manifestation, and I actually play that as well. And my daughter's like recites it. It's just hilarious. So we read a lot of books.
Gabrielle, can you say that again?
Audio books with the kids.
The Oath of Manifestation. She's talking about the Oath of Manifestation.
Yeah.
Do you
remember sharing that?
Do you want me to grab it? I mean, I can grab it, and at some point we can read it. Do you want to do?
Okay.
What's that?
Yeah. Valerie, you shared it a while back, and yeah, it's another thing I've just kind of recorded and listened back to, or try and listen to it in the morning. Have like them on your iPhone. You can do voice memos, and I have it as a voice memo. Hopefully she can find it. It's good. Otherwise,
we'll read it near the end. We'll read it near the end. Yeah.
Yes, as I was saying, so reading lots of books are important. I use a lot of audio books with the kids because I really don't have time just to sit there reading. I wish I did. And Think and Grow Rich, very powerful. And a few things I actually booked about from this book. And riches do not respond to wishes, they respond to definite plans, backed by definite desires through constant persistence. And I've just got 4 simple steps to develop persistence. This is from the book. A definite purpose backed by a burning desire for its fulfillment. A definite plan expressed in conscious action. A mind closed tightly to all negative and discourages, including negative suggestions or relatives, friends and acquaintances. So, and all these things are connected to everything I'm doing. So community, writing the goal down, and that burning desire, and a friendly alliance with others who encourage you and will follow you through your plan and purpose. And just living those constantly. And I know that everyone in the community is doing the same thing. So taking these steps basically as a matter of habit to control your destiny, to control where you want to go and where you want to be. So yeah, just a few things to add on since last week. And I know we've got Greta and Sarita, and I think Fizza. And Bishon said too. Yeah. So yeah, these awesome women, I'm going to hand it over to them because yeah, they have awesome stuff to share. So thanks everyone.
Thank you, Gabrielle. It's so wonderful. For those of you, I hope you were taking notes. If not, rewind and also keep, because she just dropped a whole bunch of golden nuggets. I mean, really, really, really powerful stuff. So, Greta Vachon. Hey, Greta, I know sometimes when you got like all the kids in the background, are you available to come out right now?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear
Oh, okay.
you.
That's great because my internet seems to be really slow and I don't know if you can see me moving or if it's like all am I coming out clear and
No, it's good.
Yeah.
You
So
look good.
oh
yeah.
wow. Okay, it's just my end then. It's just my end. I wish I was on like right away at the very beginning, Gabrielle. That was so awesome. I just absolutely loved what I was able to catch, and I'm definitely gonna hop on and watch the recording again because I want to write down all of those key points that you were just talking about. One of the things that recently, actually, Valerie, I had sent me, I don't know if it was like 2 weeks ago or 1 week ago, but I've been plugging it in daily, something that has been helping me to shift. Maybe you can relate to feeling a little bit like, I think for some people, you know, there were some goals and some things that I had made, and maybe you had made goals for 2014 and you didn't quite meet them. And that can coming into the holiday season, we start to think about these goals and these things that we had set for ourselves and look back on the year from January on and all the goals that we've set and things that we've met and things that we didn't meet. And there were some things that I hadn't met yet. And so I was starting to feel a little bit down. I think it had to do with, injuries that I've had and some health issues that I've been struggling with that are getting better. So I'm super excited about that. And, maybe like I'm just going to be totally honest and real about this because I know that there are going to be people watching this that are going to be able to relate to what I'm talking about and the feelings that I've been feeling. And there came a point where I finally just said to myself, enough is enough, because I caught myself like going through this downward spiral and this negative space. And it was like I found myself almost purposely disconnecting because I just started to give up on certain things that I know, like probably a lot of the things that Gabrielle was talking about are some of those things that I had sort of stopped doing. And this is like a short period of time. It's not like I just gave up months ago or anything like that. It's just a short period of time where it was like the new year was coming, the holiday season was here, so we were spending more time with family and things like that. And I started to feel like, anyways, I had met this point where I was like, enough is enough. And I had so many people. This is the proof of what Gabrielle was saying about the power of community. And I've brought that up so many times because I honestly feel like it has just been my saving grace in during these moments like this where I have found myself slipping, because I have had, because I'm connected with all these women and so many other people in this community, I had people noticing that I wasn't around as much, and people were sending me private messages, people were, calling me, and Valerie had sent me this recording. I have a little one or somebody coming into the office right now, so hopefully I can keep talking. So, and it was just so absolutely incredible. I felt so grateful. I feel so grateful now today because I know that I've helped people through moments like this as well. And it was just one of those moments where it was like, wow, it just, when you feel yourself slipping, sometimes you just don't know what to do, or you don't want to reach out. And then you realize, because you're already connected and these people honestly truly love and care about your well-being, about your dreams and goals, not just their own. Whether it's, it's going to, and a lot of these people aren't even connected to me in a way of like being on my team or like being my sponsor or anything like that. There's no gain for them, but just purely wanting to help. And so anyways, Valerie sent me this recording to a recording with Edwene Gaines, and if you don't know who she is, you have to get connected with her and watch this recording. Maybe we will post it below for you. I don't know if they mentioned it last week or not, because it has truly helped me, and I feel so grateful. I listened to it again last night, and the recording that I have, I honestly feel is going to bring me to exactly where I need to be, the space that I need to be in. I'm hearing messages that I need to hear in order to make 2015 my best year yet, and the people that I'm surrounded with in order to help them. And it's just amazing. The power of community for me is everything, because it connects, people connect us to all these other things. These things that Gabrielle mentioned, all these things that everybody here, all these women are going to be sharing with you. People connect us to these things and these powerful things that can create massive shifts within ourselves. And then in turn, we have that much more value to share with others. So that's my little spiel this morning. If you've been feeling like giving up, don't. We are here for you. Don't ever, ever give up. No matter how low you go and you get, it's not over. And we have to go down before we can go back up again. So if you're feeling really, really low, just wait, because you are in for a big one.
Thank you. That's so sweet. Thank you, Greta. And I think we did talk about it. I think was it last week that we talked about some of the stuff that the four levels of prosperity and all that. But you've been so much there for me. And again, I'm going to say it again, talking about community. Like I said, there's that button below, and when you get in there, you connect in with our, not only the system that we use, but also the community involved, which is just beyond words of what Gabrielle said of the value of that as well. And I'm so glad you're up and feeling better.
Thank you.
So, and I love it, Vashon's here with us. Yay! And we're this part two of setting intentions for 2015, and you always have amazing, wonderful tips to share. Oh, I don't know, can't hear. Let's try it again. Let's see if we got the sound. Nope, no sound.
Can you hear me now?
Now I can hear you. Woohoo!
Yay! Well, first of all, thanks as always for having me on these, because I just adore all of you lovely, powerful women with such strong, motivating intentions. And it's so neat because you get to hear so many different perspectives from wonderful women all over the world. And I think for me, that's one of the most amazing intentions, is that if you ever wanted to connect to other women, not just in your circle, but all over the world, this is the opportunity to do that. And if you have that intention in your heart, I definitely encourage you to, like Valerie said, and Greta, click on the button below, because, oh my goodness, this has completely changed my life. It's opened up a whole new world to me. As far as intentions, for me, really, I start off with just gratitude of what I have already, because I find that a lot of times we get into that phase, and I know I got on a little late, so if some of you repeated this, it's coming out again. But a lot of times with gratitude, it helps you to stay focused on what's really important, because oftentimes we spend a lot of our life on things we want, things that we feel like we don't have. And that can really bring you down. It can really depress you a lot if you're focusing on things you don't have versus the things you have. But if you come from the centered space of I'm so thankful and happy that I have these things in my life, then what will happen is that things will start to change for you. Am I having internet access issues? I saw something blink there. Give me a thumbs up if you can still hear me.
Yeah, all good, Vashon.
Okay.
All good.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Thanks. So really what I'm suggesting to you all is before you even start making any type of intentions for the new year, really write down the things you already are grateful for and are just thankful are in your life. And as you start going through that list, it puts you in a good place so that before you start thinking of things I want to change or intentions I have or resolutions, if you do that, you are in a good place in your heart. And the other side of it is to really set what I call micro goals. And let me give you an example. A lot of women want to lose weight. That's something that's really common, I think, with women because we see these models in magazines and on television, and we all think we need to look that way. We don't, but anyhow, if that's one of your desires is to lose weight, a lot of times we'll say, okay, I want to lose 30 pounds or 50 pounds or whatever it is. And it seems like such a monumental task because that's such a big number, or it appears to be. Whereas if you just say to yourself, next week or this week, I'm going to lose 2 pounds. I'm just going to focus on losing 2 pounds. That's it. I'm not going to worry about, the 50 or the 30 or whatever it is that you have to lose. I'm just going to work on 2 pounds. And by setting micro goals like that, suddenly they start to snowball and build. And then 6 weeks from now, you're slimmer and you feel happier because you didn't focus on the massive pinnacle of the goal. You focused on the little bite-sized chunks that help you to reach that goal or that intention. And I encourage that with anything that you're doing in your life or anything that you really would like to happen in 2015 is to set micro goals. And you'll find in doing that, it really, really works. And it really has changed things for me as well, because I used to be one of those that had these massive lists of things I thought I needed to do, and it would just seem so overwhelming, and I couldn't get it done. But when I started to slim down not only my list, but my micro goals into really small bite-sized chunks, suddenly I started hitting those milestones. And at the end of the year, everything had changed, and I felt so much happier because I had actually made my goals or set my goals and intentions and hit them, rather than saying, oh my goodness, it was just too big of a goal. So if that's something that you can take away from today, I hope that you'll set micro goals for your life and come from a good place with your intentions. I'm going to hand it over to the next lovely lady.
Yeah, that was great. That was so wonderful, Shauna. I got a little bit of stuff going on in the background here, so we're going to pass it on. How about to Fizza?
Hi everyone. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you there? Oh, okay. Good.
Hello, can you hear me?
Perfect.
Okay. Oh, now my turn. I was just reading one book, and yes, last night I was listening to E Square by Pam God, and that was so amazing because Gabriel told me about that book, and it was so fantastic that's the power of our intention. This totally depend on our energy, and that's totally change our aura as well. That depends on our thoughts, that how we feel and what we feel while we were deciding about something. And I was just writing, yesterday I was just writing my goals for 2015, and I was feeling so energetic, so powerful, because whatever I'm writing, I was feeling the energy of those words in me, and I feel that I already achieved that. And then then I just had a self-analysis of myself, that why I'm writing it. Why? Because I already feel that I already achieved those goals. And I feel like, no, it's better to write it, because that's keep me reminding of myself that I should be focused, and I should have to take a proper step, and to achieve these goals. I had a feeling that I already achieved, but in reality, I must have to work towards those things. As I told you last time, that about the phobia and about the Disneyland, and we talked so much about that. And and then I again opened my vision board. I had a very big book, and I just tried to figure it out what I did not achieve in that. So now my goal for 2015 is to be more strong, and just focus on positive energy rather than on negative things. Because with me, the thing is, people always look at me like I'm a problem solver for them, and they just burst out all their energies on me, whether it's mostly negative, and they feel very light, and I took all those negative effect of their energy on myself. That's really affect my health. So I decide not to put much attention on that, and I have to have emotional detachment with them just to be successful in my life, because that's a distraction. They distract my way to the success. So the main goal of 2015 for me is to be focused and have emotional detachment with negative energies, just to have a success. Because detachment is very, very important to be successful in life. If I get too much attachment, so that's totally is destroy us. I don't know whether you people agree or not, but this is my experience of life, that if I get attached too much with any person or anything, and if later on that really hurts me. So I decide to be successful, I just have to have an emotional detachment. Beside my husband and my daughter, I must have to have a detachment with rest of the people who are what we call haters, and who are jealous of us. Because what we are doing, like most of the people who are jealous of us, when they see our hangouts, when they see our stories on Facebook or anywhere, or the pictures, they are not happy with that. So that creates a problem. So my focus, my aim and my goal is to be focused and have keep reminding myself the main goal of my life, that to be successful.
It's interesting that you're talking about this, because I was going to kind of lead into a little bit of this, and part of what I was going to talk about, in that but with a slightly different twist on it. And I'm actually getting this from Michael Bernard Beckwith. Michael Bernard Beckwith. If you want to, research and get more information from but he talks about, this month, whatever, he's been talking about three different things that lead towards, happiness and success in life, and he calls it mindfulness, heartfulness, and wonder. Wonderfulness. A little bit of each, but part of in the heartful is the idea of having compassion for lack of understanding. Compassion for lack of understanding, and that and it goes in two different directions. One direction is looking at, the quote-unquote haters or other people that may not understand, anything out there in the world that you take a look at and see, and they're, and to work on developing the compassion for that person or those people's lack of understanding, and even more powerfully within, the compassion for yourself for when you make a mistake. Because in that moment in time, whenever we make a mistake or whatever it is, we've had a lack of understanding. And one of the biggest of understanding, it's interesting you said, to separate from negative, is that we are, and this kind of goes into mindfulness, in that and an awareness, because we are not our minds. We have a body, but we're not our bodies. Okay, we take care of our bodies, we love our bodies, we treat them well, we feed them well, we exercise them and hydrate them and do all this stuff, but who we are. And if you ever, when you were a kid, I used to ask myself, who is it that is thinking? I don't know if you've ever done that, but I did that. I'm thinking, who is it that is thinking? I did this when I was a kid, and it led me down this whole, track of discovery, and on it, like from a child's perspective, but we are more than our bodies, and we're not even our minds. There's the awareness that comes from whatever, if you want to believe this, whether it comes from God or whether it comes from the universe and love, intelligence, or there's the who we really are. There's this powerful awareness, and that's connected to love and beauty and joy and all the wonderful things. And then there is kind of like this human consciousness that's out there, of thoughts, negative thoughts, of lack and limitation, and I can't do this, and fear, and all that other stuff. And a lot, and I don't know about you, but there are times you can find yourself where these thoughts come flipping across your mind. And the key is, with meditation, with listening to the audios, with connecting with the community that we're talking about down on the link below, and taking action towards your dreams and everything else, and with the audios and the books and everything else, that you begin to have this awareness of something else other than that negativity, and to be able to separate, to be able to have the awareness of what is real. Anything that's connected to love and gratitude and compassion and giving and serving and all of that, that is what is real. And all these other negative thoughts, they're not even your thoughts. You can go, is that my thought? No, it's not. And a lot of what happens is we buy into those thoughts of the lack and the fear and all that other stuff that might come up, thinking that they're ours, when we've just kind of tapped into what's out there, right? Thinking that they're ours. When we can separate from them, we have the ability to actually, you've done it before. You've looked at your thought and going, do I really believe that? We have the ability to question our own thoughts and go, is that something that serves me? Right? Is that something? Is that me? Is that really me? And if it's feeling like feeling inside, I can tell you it doesn't serve. If it's got like a really kind of yuck feeling inside, if you want to just get as basic as that, and to be able to separate from that, that's why I loved your saying, Fizza, about the separation, because when you can separate from those feelings, separate from those negative thoughts, and realize you're just tapping into negativity floating out in consciousness, but we don't need to buy into it. It's one of the reasons we say don't watch, the news is 90% negative. I think we were talking about that. I think Sean, you might have even brought it up at one of our hangouts before too. Just separating from all of that, and Sarita too. We're all talking about this, like not connecting into that, and surrounding yourself with your own positive ideas and audios and books and the community and all of the tools and resources that we have here to connect in with all of that, and instead you can discern and not allow to go down that rabbit hole that can happen into negativity and not taking action, and that's what stops reaching those dreams. That's what reaching those goals. And the reality is, and this goes even on a deeper level, and I know even Gabrielle and Sarita, you both, all of us, actually, although we've talked a lot about this, but it's the idea that we already have all of this abundance. It's already there. We actually, everything, if you think of a dream, anything that you've ever thought about, Disneyland or whatever, a goal, a financial goal, or anything that you want for yourself or your family, all of that, if you've thought it, it's already yours in essence. It's kind of like there. And we need to be able to allow it into our lives. And to then, and so it's this process of you set out, you make, like I think we talked about last week, you make your list. You open up and like brainstorm out what would, if money was no object, what would you love to do? What would you love in your life? And we get into, there's exercises that, that we have when you connect, on a much deeper level to get into all of that. What would be your perfect life? And what you do with that is you take that and you just choose down what is the key most important ones within that as well. And even once you do that, whatever the goals, even the tiny little goals and setting all that stuff, the next key step is to open yourself up to the wisdom of what are the next steps to take. And allow yourself the opportunity, because things might be right in front of you. Like, we're talking about the elephant in the room. We've got a button below this page. If you're not already a part of our community, my goodness, it's right there. And, with skills and, with stuff that you can try and get connected with and take action on in order to create what it is that you want to create in your life. And that you can, and if you're already within our community, to really take advantage of what's there, to actually take action on it, to really connect in with the community, and to really do the step-by-step, simple steps that are there. And, and a lot of the things that we're talking about on this hangout, in terms of, the reading and the audios and everything else and all the tips, because you hear this, and it's one thing of whether you're going to allow it in and be able to take action and then even have even more inspiration on top of that. The specifics of how you do that, right? Because there's ideas. You'll have an idea of something to do, and if you're open to it, you'll allow that brilliance to come out of you. You'll allow that to express whatever it is. And when you open yourself up to realizing that it really is already yours, and you're just allowing yourself to take the right actions. You're allowing yourself to be open to what's around you and to take the right actions and to allow it in, and to not buy into all those negative thoughts, and to have that compassion for yourself when you do make a mistake, and to have the patience with yourself and with others. Because when you open up to that patience and knowing that you are taking, like Vishal was talking about, those itty-bitty little steps, you just as you're moving, next thing you know, you're just doing these steps, Next thing you know, it's like the tortoise and the hare. All of a sudden, wow, you've actually achieved it, and it wasn't really that slow. You were just doing one next thing in front of you, and staying connected inside to who you really are, remembering, constantly coming back into that. And at the end, I would love to, if it's okay with everybody, take everybody, and we can read the Oath of Manifestation. Take us through just a little exercise, just a short little exercise to, you can to connect in a little bit with that. But it's really, and Rashawn, I was going to say, it's so cool you were talking about it, because when you're in that space, you just naturally feel gratitude. It's like a natural thing that happens when you realize that. Because there's another piece to it, and the other piece is the wonder, realizing which has two sides. Wonderful, realizing how wonderful the essence of who you are, that's really wonderful. The essence of everyone. We all have this unique gift to give to the world. And no one is more wonderful than anybody else, but what you have is incredibly wonderful. And to be aware of that, and then to be aware on that other level that everyone has that. That they're even they may not be showing it at the moment, it's in there, right? And the wonder of everything, the wonder of nature, just the wonder of everything, that space, that it pulls in the gratitude, all of that, it creates this space so that you're open to all of the opportunities that are in front of you, and the thoughts and the ideas and everything. And in the moment, what can I give? And what can I give? What can I give in my business? What can I give to my kids? What can I give to the person right in front of me? To have that place of compassion and giving, and from there, using that with concrete steps, at least on the business side, which we have, it creates magic. It creates absolute magic. And Sarita, I know you really know all about this. So I'd love to pass it on. Oh my goodness, I just saw Michelle. You popped on. Hi.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much, ladies. I'm amazed, you're all here, and it's the last time for 2014, and that's pretty huge. And things can change rapidly. Like a year ago, I didn't even work online, and didn't know so many things, didn't know any of these ladies, and so much has changed for me within a year. And I very much always around New Year's, I mean, most people set their intentions, but I make it a big point to set my intentions for the new year. And what is a funny thing, sometimes the universe works in miraculous ways. You don't know how things are going to unfold or how they're going to happen, but as long as, sometimes you don't know how to get there, but just set the intention. Like for me, one of my intentions was to see my grandmother, because I've got I'm from Germany originally, and she's my only grandparent alive, and I hadn't seen her for like 7 or 8 years, and I know she was really unwell, and I said I really wanted to go and see her. I had no idea I was going to finance that, and yeah, what happened was in the end, when I was going to one of the events, one of the cheapest flights I could actually get had a 17-hour stopover in Germany. So it was just meant to be for me to go on that flight, and that way I was able to actually see my grandmother. So I just want to put out there, like, as an example for you. Sometimes you're not sure how you're going to reach a certain goal, but still write it down, still put it out there, because you never know how the universe is going to bring it to you. And we are very powerful, and our thoughts are very powerful, and it's, the moment you make a decision and you feel it with you, from your heart, and you really, have some emotion behind it as well, it's really, really powerful to really connect to that. And it's just amazing how the universe moves, in miraculous ways, and suddenly, you're able to do what you thought before. I have no idea how it's going to happen, and that's happened for me, for example, with that one goal, which was extremely important for me. I wrote out a few things. So yeah, for the new year 2015 and beyond, I would highly encourage anyone, like, speak your vision, speak from your heart, and share your vision with the world, because it's so powerful when you speak your vision, not just to yourself, but to everyone else around you. And if you have people around you that might not be very supportive of your goals or whatever, you don't have to, speak to them, but you can use, for example, a blog, and you can talk, use a blog, like we all have a blog with the system that we're using, and it's a perfect platform to express yourself and speak your vision with the world. And the more you actually speak it, like even doing like a 30-day video challenge or something like this, like I never did that before, and when I got started in this business, that's one of the first things I did. I did a 30-day video challenge, and then I did a gratitude challenge, also like a video daily for like 11 days. And that really helped me, I think, manifest all the success I've had in this year, because I put myself out there, and even though it was uncomfortable and it was pushing my boundaries, and some days I didn't feel that great, and I still had to do that video. I even shared that, because we are all, we're all humans, and we all have good days and bad days, but even like sharing yourself from your heart and just keeping going, like, can inspire other people in the same position as you. And if people can see that you are just another person, just like, we're not, you're not perfect, and you have your own faults, and you might have a bad day as well, that might really, instead of holding back in that moment, speak your truth and speak your vision, and that might give them the permission to say, hey, if she can do it, I can do it. She's not perfect, she's having a bad day like me, and why not, by you being imperfect, it might actually help others to step out of their comfort zone as well, because you don't have to be perfect to be able to achieve things, especially, like, I think that's what's holding a lot of people back. They think, it's with anything in life. If they want to write a book, the book is never going to be perfect, or you can always improve. But some people, they never put their story out there, or they never put their video out in the world or whatever, because there's always stuff to be improved, especially when you just get started with something. But if you don't put yourself out there, no one's going to connect with you, and no one's going to start following you. And also, it's like that impact, I think, of it's that joint energy of when you speak your vision, other people hear it, and it's just like manifesting faster for whatever reason. So speaking your vision and sharing yourself with the world and on Facebook is I think it's a huge one, instead of holding back. And we're so drummed into, like, I know some people are very scared of sharing themselves on Facebook, and they're afraid of, I don't know what, but like, some people don't want to share their picture of their children and things like that. And I always feel quite sad about it, because so many people, like when I share, the pictures of my children on Facebook and things like that, I get so much positive feedback, and it does lift up the energy everywhere, and everyone's having, a smile or whatever. And, there's always a black sheep somewhere, but if you want to live in that fear of, it's that, being sucked into negativity, like I very much try to live from my heart and not, I'm not being naive. I'm just saying, being in your heart and trying to think the best of people, not the worst. But we've been kind of drummed into by, the news or the TV shows and all the, I don't know, there's so much, we get so sucked into all that people, don't think of from their heart. They live in fear, and that's really not helping you, like, at least in my opinion, manifest your goals and your dreams, because it really lowers your energy on a energetic level. So another thing I've actually done, and I've just got a new phone. I've got my iPhone 6 here, which is awesome. I love it. But I've just realized when one of you ladies was talking about, like, a reminder, like, I love what you do, Gabrielle, and I think I will start doing that, because that's awesome. Speaking out your goals and having that actually on a voice, having it recorded and playing it back. But what I've done, I read a book about a couple of years ago, and it's a simple thing like that. I put at 8:30 in the morning, my reminder goes off, and I haven't done it with my new phone, so I've got to actually do that. It was a good reminder for me to hear what you said. And it just says, I'm a genius, and I apply my wisdom, and everything else will take care of itself. It's like a simple affirmation. But I've been doing that for about 2-3 years. It's been on my phone, so every morning at 8:30 in the morning, I get that message. So I read that to myself, and that's another way to stay on track. Like that, just for me, is giving me, the permission to really trust in my intuition and trust in myself, and having self-love, like even Valerie was saying, really trying to be your own best friend is so very important. I think we judge ourselves very harshly, and every time we judge ourselves, it's going to bring us down. It's going to bring everyone around us down. And if you judge yourself, you're going to judge others. To try to live more from your heart, and not to be so hard on yourself, and give yourself permission to shine and share yourself with the world. And living from the heart is a really important thing. I think many people they've never been taught, or maybe their parents never did it or whatever, because we've been taught that the mental, like if you're in your head, it's the mental faculties are more important or whatever. But I'm rambling today. I'm sorry, but living from the heart, or even speaking from the heart, if you if you don't know how to do it, all you have to do is, for example, just put your hand on your heart, and your energy will go there just by you placing your hand on your heart and speaking from there and tuning into your heart energy. And it's extremely powerful. Trying to focus on your heart and not living from your head. And once you do that, you're actually gonna become way more intuitive as well. And it's just amazing when you start doing that, and you have all these little coincidences happening, and and for me, like that makes life like special and like magical. When you when all these things happen, but because you're suddenly in tune with the energy. And I think we're way more than our head, and all the science is proving that now these days as well. But yeah, I think it's just really powerful, to remind yourself to really be in your heart, even though maybe there is, bad things happening here and there. But like once again, I don't watch the media. I don't watch the news because I know it's very, it's not very balanced. It's not really showing the whole truth of the, you don't get the good news. You just get the bad news. And so I tried not to tune into it. But we had like Christmas as well, and I was talking just to like we had a conversation with family, and that's just what happens because you're hanging with people. I mean, I love my family, or the people that I was spending Christmas with, but you could just see like the conversation was just talking about all the things that were in the news, and I just had to remove myself. And maybe that's another way to to trust yourself. Like for me, that was a huge thing. I just stepped away, and I was like, okay, you guys can talk about this. I'm just gonna go to my room and read a little bit, because I know it was actually bringing me down. Because especially when you live from your heart, you bring it. When you hear those kind of things, it can really affect you. And like, yeah, I don't have that bulletproof vest on because I am in my heart, and I'm not actually enjoying that conversation. But some people really, I don't know, gives them a, they do enjoy it, but I just don't. It really affects me in a negative way. And I think it's just really important to trust your gut and to live from your heart, and really know that you know what's best for you. Be your own best friend, and sometimes the best advice we give to other people, we don't give to ourselves. And I've been trying to be my own best friend since I was 16 or 17, and before that I had a lot of self-hatred. And I think it's just normal as a teenager to judge yourself a lot, but it's just not helping anyone to do that. And not only are you hurting yourself, you're hurting others as well. And the more you become your own best friend and trust, in your own intuition, things just fall into place. So yeah, that's my bit for today. But yeah, I'm so excited to have all you ladies here. Fizza, Gabrielle, and Greta, and Michelle. I can't believe you're here too. I think it's like 5 in the morning or 6 in the morning in New Zealand. And Vashon and Valerie, like, I love you guys, ladies, so much, and I'm just so grateful that this year I was able to connect with you ladies, and I've got lots of adventures and experiences to have with you. But I'm just so I didn't have this a year ago, and it means so much to me to know that I can I feel like I'm not alone being a mom. If I have a bad day, I can reach out to you ladies, and it doesn't matter if I can't leave my house or whatever, I can still reach out. And that's what I love about the internet. It's just amazing how we can just connect. Greta, I heard you hurt your foot a couple of weeks ago or whatever, but you still can be here, and that's just amazing that we have the ability to jump on a hangout all around the globe. And all these women are committed to their dreams and goals to a point, that we got Michelle here at 5 o'clock in the morning, and we got Fizza here, I think it's in Sydney at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, and then you ladies in the States. It's just amazing. I'm just so amazed at how what we've got here and what we've created just by putting out an intention. When I met Valerie in Charlotte and saying we got to do something for the mums out there and for us all get together and help each other in our businesses, and now that's how we created this hangout. And I'm just so grateful to have you ladies, and just want to give my gratitude, and I really look forward, and I'm really excited about what 2015 has in store for us. And yeah, super pumped. And anyone who's coming to the event, just so super excited to also, give you a big hug, and otherwise give you a virtual hug. All right.
Sarita, oh my goodness. I mean, everything that you shared, I mean, it was so powerful. I love that. I mean, being your own best friend, and I'm taking that in right now. It's just like, put my hand in my heart and have everything before I'm, to access that energy and that whole perspective, and I'm just so thankful to be, you know, because you weren't part of my life last year either. And I'm just so thankful that we are, and we're all here, and we're all doing this. This is so amazing. And I want to, can you repeat again what it is? So you have something in your phone that pops up first thing in the morning, and it says, what does it says? I'm a genius.
It's actually, I don't even know the book, to be honest, where that was from. I was just reading this book a couple of years ago, and it said, this one thing changed that person's life. So I thought, why not do something like that? Let's give it a go. So at like 8:30 in the morning, I just put it in my phone as a reminder, and it comes up and it's like, I'm a genius, and I apply my wisdom, and everything else will take care of itself.
I love
and
it.
Yeah, it does. It's just like that subconscious, like, it's just amazing. Your little things can, you know, things, if you do them on a daily basis, change everything.
It's such a powerful message because it honors who you are. And it basically says, you know, that you have wisdom inherently, and that when you trust all of that, you know, everything, and that everything, you know, the universe is working together, and then you trust the process. You trust yourself to take action. I think there's so much in that, and then everything else that you said. I mean, really, hand to the heart and being your own best friend. I mean, and trusting your own intuition. I mean, that's really everything. It's so powerful. It really, really is. I'm just like, I was sitting there taking notes, going, this is, and it's become naturally who you are and what you do, and it shows up. I mean, it shows up, you know, when you apply everything that we do, and you apply the system that we're in, and the results that you have. I mean, it's proof that this works. It's proof that all of this works. And I'm just so thankful to be here and a part of your life, and everybody here. And I want, Michelle, I'm so happy that you're able to make it here. So I would love it. Is your sound working on your end, hon?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we are.
Yay.
Let me put you on. Hang on, there we go.
I think just by my husband's All right. Now he was just leaving for work. So, oh gosh, I feel I haven't connected with you ladies for so long, not face to face on a hangout. So I feel a little bit, maybe a little bit disjointed. But I just want to say that it's was amazing for you just to be there with me last week. I'm getting a bit emotional. It's been quite tough this year. I'm really looking forward to 2015. We've set some really big goals for us personally, and also in my business, in our business. So, and this the community, the community with you ladies has just been so supportive for me, and it's kept me going. It really has. So I'm still, you know, I haven't had many sales in the business, but to me that's it's not so important. It's building it, it's working on the leads, but it's just being connected with all you lovely people in the tribe, the Unstoppable family, just the positivity and keeping me going. So I'm just really grateful for that, because I know the sales will come. I can see it. I believe in the business, but it's just awesome just to have you guys in my life. So thank you, and I'm sorry I'm tearing up, but I'm just really looking forward to 2015. It's going to be awesome, and I'm not going to be in Vegas. I will be at the next event in April, so I've already set those wheels in motion. So I'm just looking forward to seeing when the next event, where it's going to be, so I can book my tickets. But see, we have to wait. So thank you. That's from me. So I wish you all the best for 2015, and we'll be seeing you guys soon. I need a tissue. Yeah. All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Michelle. I mean, because I know you've been going through a lot of stuff, and it's just I'm thankful, you know, that you're here. I'm thankful that you're here. And Sarita, before I hop into the just a short exercise in reading the manifestation, if there's something else you want to jump in.
I'm just so grateful for you ladies, and Michelle, you know, I just love you so much. I spent a whole day with you in LA. We explored LA before we went to our mastermind. So we had an amazing day together, and I just love you, and I'm really inspired by you. And you know, you being here and showing up, you inspire other, you know, mums all around the world. You know, we all go through our troubles and personal or, you know, business or whatever, and for you to be here and sharing yourself is huge. So I'm just so grateful for you, and yeah, I love you. Just thank you so much for being who you are, and just, you know, showing up and being committed to yourself and your family, and no matter what. And 2015 is going to rock. We're gonna rock 2015 because we are, you know, it's so powerful. Like there's like this quote by Helen Keller, and it's, alone we can do so little, and together we can do so much. And it's truly true. Like having like all these ladies, like we're all here to help each other. And if you want to be part of our community, you know, feel free to click the link below. But you know, just having that support is huge. And I couldn't have done. I couldn't have achieved what I've achieved this year without the support that I get from, you know, you ladies and the community that we're part of. No way. And I think what's really important is to reach out. And when you go through something, that you share that, you know, and you can reach out to people and you can say, you know, but instead of, you know, isolating yourself like so many people do. And it's just, that's just super awesome that you can connect with others who are on a similar path as you and who want a better life for themselves and their families. And so I'm just pumped to have this community, and so grateful for all you ladies here.
Thank you. So I'm do you want me to do the quick exercise with everybody? Is that okay? So this is something I'm going to say something, and I want you to repeat it, and we're saying it to each other. Okay? So that's the thing. When we're all of us on the panel, we're saying to each other. Those of you watching, even if you know, if there's someone in the room you can say this to, say it to the person in the room, or say it to us. You know, reaching out as if you're saying it to us, even if you're watching it as a replay, because time and energy don't have any meaning, and the energetic effect of this will have the same thing. Okay, so as we're doing this, we are saying this to each other. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. If we were together in a room, we would pair off and say it one to each other. Okay. Again, I got this from Michael Bernard Beckwith. All right, so just say it after me. You represent the entire universe.
You represent
You represent and as we're saying this, know that this is being said to us. So as we're saying it to each other, know that everybody here, this is all being said to you as well, simultaneously. So you're taking it in as you're saying it out, okay? You represent the entire cosmos.
You represent the entire cosmos.
All of the love is within you. And turn on your speakers so that we can all hear you too. Like make yourself live, okay? All of the peace is within you.
All of the peace is within you.
There we go. Now we can hear everybody. All right, you're all on mute. All of the joy is within you.
All of the joy is within you.
Sarita, you'll love this one. Infinite intelligence is in you.
Infinite intelligence is within you.
Unlimited power is in you.
Unlimited power
is in you.
Extraordinary abundance is within you.
Extraordinary abundance within you.
Divine peace is within you.
Divine peace
is in you.
You are beauty itself.
You are beauty itself.
You are love itself.
You are love
itself.
You are joy itself.
You are joy.
You are joy itself.
And we want you to express yourself.
And we want you
And we want you to express yourself.
That the world will be better because you passed through it.
That the world will be
better
You first go.
because you
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
In the here and now.
In the here and now.
Together.
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 So that's
Oh, I love that.
Wow, wow. What an energy.
You feel the energy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that was awesome.
You just transform. I mean, right there and taking in that energy. We literally adjusted and transformed and attracted all kinds of abundance right to you right then and there, and intuition and everything. So, and the last thing, do you guys want me to do the oath of manifestation? We talked about it earlier. Do you want me to read it back, or?
Yes, that would be awesome.
Okay, all right, cool. So we'll close. We're going to close out 2014 with the oath of manifestation. Okay, and I'm going to read it here. It says, "This oath is done every day with a partner, spoken out loud, with tremendous feeling and emphasis, and it can be said many times throughout the day. It can be recorded." Gabrielle, I love your thought on this. It can be recorded and listed, and you can listen to it on your smartphone, so you can hear yourself say it to yourself. Okay. I accept and receive unexpected good, unexpected money, unexpected love, unexpected kindness, unexpected generosity, unexpected offers, unexpected prosperity coming in unexpected ways from unexpected places in my life and the life of others. I am constantly guided and boldly empowered to receive the lavish abundance of the universe. I accept the principle that abundance and prosperity have already been given to me. My acceptance makes it real and opens the space for manifestation to rush in. I open wide the doors of my consciousness to receive and to give. It is done now. And on the back it says also here, through this oath of manifestation, all things are possible. I declare absolutely that I live in a friendly universe that is always providing for me. I feel it powerfully happening now. I open to receive more abundance and to give more abundance than I have ever experienced before. I can afford anything I desire. In fact, I am so prosperous I need never worry again. I am grateful for all that I already have and grateful for all that I am ready to give. I keep myself lifted in high consciousness no matter what the appearances are. And love is all there is. I let the love, you can say love God times roll, and so it is. And that's the and thank you everyone.
And so it is.
And so it is.
So it is.
Thank you, Valerie. Do you mind sharing that again underneath our Hangout? So 'cause I'd love to.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd love to.
I've got it written out, and I'll copy and paste it in there, so it's in there.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you.
So and if for any reason this disappears after, just whoever invited you to this Hangout, connect with them and they can get that to you. Okay. So making sure and just connect with us on the inside, and you have access to it. So love you all. Thank you all. Sri, do you want to close us out for 2014?
Yeah, anyone watching, I'm wishing you an amazing 2015. It's setting intention is really powerful. So I hope you took lots of notes, and I listened to the replay and listen to it again. I will listen to it again as well, because this is really, really, really powerful to set intentions. And we're starting fresh with the new year, and I just wish you all an amazing and 2015 full of abundance and love and health and wealth, and just looking forward to working with you or connecting with you. If you want to, know more about what we do, just click on the link below, or connect with any of us ladies. We have something really special here, and the community is growing. So yeah, it's really, really exciting to be part of this. And thank you so much, everybody, for coming and joining us today.
Thank you all. See you next year.